Hello, everybody. This is Stephen Whitfield with Drilling Contractor here at the 2023 SPE IADC International Drilling Conference and Exhibition. We're on the floor of the conference at the Weatherford booth with Tracy Cummins, Global Business Development Manager of Tubular Running Services at Weatherford. He's going to talk a little bit about the Vero one-touch tubular system. We're going to see a little bit about what it's doing. Tracy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
So, first question I have, we're talking about this Vero one-touch automated tubular system. Our viewers probably want to know, what is this system? How does it work?
Oh, okay. Well, first we need to talk about the sort of evolution that's going on in the industry right now. Typically, in the past, operating companies contracted companies like Weatherford to bring out these types of equipment and services, but now they're asking the drilling contractors to provide this in their contracts. So the driver for this technology has been for Weatherford to empower or enable the drilling contractors to deliver these services with as few personnel and as less equipment as possible. The one-touch system is fully integrated into the drilling rig, so into the driller's chair for control. And it is a positioning system that's pedestal mounted, scissor type, similar to what's on all modern rigs today. And the unique thing about it is it includes exchangeable cassettes for drilling, casing, and tubing. And the unique thing is that the exchange between, let's say you're coming out of the well section, ready to run casing, the driller can press one button and drop off the drilling cassette, and then press another button and pick up the casing cassette. And this can all be done in 6 minutes and hands-free.
I'll talk about the automated capability in a little bit, but I guess we'd ask sort of what kind of impact does a system like this have on efficiency?
Yeah, good question. When you think about, let's take a deep water well, for example, you have many transitions where, let's say you're drilling a well section and you come out with the drill pipe and you need to transition into running casing. So at that point, you need to rig down drilling equipment, rig up casing equipment, and then you need to run casing, and then you need to land the casing string, so you need to rig down the casing equipment and rig up drilling equipment again. So the automation that this brings is in rigging and running efficiency. So on the rigging side, we believe we can save up to 50% efficiency for rigging. And with the sort of previous version of our Vero automated systems for casing and tubing, we've seen anywhere from 10 to 30% efficiency gains in running. And when you factor all that together, especially on these, up to $1 million spread rates on drilling rigs, well, it's a lot of time savings, which equals a lot of cost savings.
So we've been talking about the automated capabilities of this system, and one thing that Weatherford has been talking about is that it's able to automate pipe connections with this system. And I guess some people probably want to know, what do you have in place? What mechanisms did you put into this system that enable that kind of automated capability?
Well, Weatherford has been in the business of designing, manufacturing, and delivering casing and tubing handling equipment and iron roughnecks and positioning systems to some degree for the last 60 years. So we have a lot of expertise there. And what we've done is we've factored all of that sort of experience and obviously the database that we've accumulated over that time, and most importantly, the OEM criteria, so for making up and analyzing connections. So that's all been put together into a proprietary set of algorithms that we use to control the makeup and the analysis of the connections.
What kind of impact does a system like this have on rig site safety? Anytime you hear the word automation, you think, oh, fewer people doing something. So what is that something? What are you doing with rig site safety with this system?
Yes, that's another very good question, and probably the most important one, because when you think about it, when you integrate things into the rig's control system, then the driller is controlling things, and things are happening just like when they're drilling wells in the past. So it's more familiar to them, and because it's integrated, and because we've automated and integrated our equipment, we have less equipment on the rig floor to rig up and operate, so there's less people. And this evolving business model that I mentioned to you earlier, a lot of this is going to be dependent on how well we get integrated with the drilling companies, how much responsibility that they're willing to take. And it's not a right away situation. It's something that we need to phase into, where we implement the technology and then we slowly decrease the amount of people once we determine that it's safe and everyone is competent. And ultimately, we believe that we can get down to one tubular running service person from Weatherford on a fully automated and integrated rig, just as an advisor and troubleshooter.
So this system has been used in the field, I'm presuming, yes. So what results have we seen from the field with this system?
Well, the components of the system have all been used in the field for years. This is actually the first time that we've put all of these systems together. So as I mentioned, we've been building and operating positioning systems, iron roughnecks, casing and tubing tongs, this automatic multi-coupler. Here in Norway, we've been integrating into rigs control systems for over 20 years. So we've got a lot of experience, with all of the components. This is the first time that we put them all together. We're very confident, and we look to have our first commercial installation this year.
Well, Tracy, thanks again for telling us more about this system. Sure, it's going to be highly valuable for companies out there. And, thanks for letting us know more about it.
No, it's my pleasure. Yeah, Weatherford's really proud to be involved in automation and digitalization, and we look forward to a very successful launch to this year.
And thank you for visiting Drilling Contractor.